Hello there and welcome back to Gemma Movie Recap. Today I'm going to recap Mile 22, is a 2018 American action thriller film. Its plot follows CIA operative James Silva, leads a small but lethal paramilitary team on an urgent and dangerous mission. They must transport a foreign intelligence asset from an American embassy in Southeast Asia to an airfield for extraction, a distance of 22 miles. Silva and the soldiers soon find themselves in a race against time as the city's military, police, and street gangs close in to reclaim the asset. But before we start, please support our channel by subscribing and click the bell icon for future notifications. Now, let's start. The movie commences with the arrival of operatives Alice Kerr and William Douglas at a blue house located on Christmas Street. These individuals are members of an elite covert unit called Overwatch, partnered with Sam Snow and James Silva, and all under the watchful eye of their supervisor Bishop, also known as Mother. Alice and Douglas proceed to infiltrate the premises, which serves as a secure facility for Russian FSB agents. The Overwatch team's objective is to retrieve potentially weaponized cesium that the FSB agents may possess for terrorist activities. While eliminating most of the agents within the house, there remains one concealed individual who surprises them, shooting Alice and causing her injury. In an attempt to secure the cesium, a young FSB agent named Anatole leaps out of the window, but Silva corners him and fires a shot. Consequently, the Overwatch agents proceed to demolish the entire house. The news of the operation spreads rapidly, particularly the involvement of Anatole. During the opening credits, a succinct background is provided on Silva, highlighting his exceptional abilities from an early age and subsequent recruitment into Black Ops units following the tragic loss of his mother and brothers in a car accident. As the film progresses, fragments of Silva's testimony regarding a specific operation are interspersed, offering glimpses into his experiences. In Indokar City, 16 months later, the Overwatch team continues its operations in Indonesia, persistently pursuing the locations of the cesium houses. Alice reveals that she has a source who can provide information about these houses, while Silva, displaying a hot-headed demeanor, expresses frustration over his teammates' actions, emphasizing the urgency of the situation. Meanwhile, Silva takes on the responsibility of speaking with a walk-in individual seeking assistance, as the government intends to seize her assets. Simultaneously, Alice is tasked with engaging in a conversation with her ex-husband, Lucas, whom she harbors strong resentment towards due to his refusal to allow her to see their daughter. Noor, a police officer, makes his way to the U.S. Embassy with the intention of surrendering himself. Accompanying him is a disk that he asserts holds the crucial information required by Overwatch to locate the remaining cesium houses. However, Lee stipulates that he will only disclose the code to unlock the disk if he is provided with an escort out of the country and granted asylum in the United States. He emphasizes that without the code, all the data stored on the disk will be erased within a few hours. Meanwhile, in a separate location, a team of Russian agents, led by Vera Karajan, closely monitors Lee's movements. It becomes apparent that they have intentions to eliminate him within the next 24 hours. Lee is escorted to the medical room for examination and tests. During this time, Axel, accompanied by Indonesian intelligence agents, arrives and demands custody of Lee. However, Ambassador Dorothy Brady refuses to release him to them. Suddenly, two individuals disguised as doctors launch an attack on Lee while he is still handcuffed to the bed. Despite his restraints, Lee demonstrates impressive combat skills and manages to overpower and eliminate both attackers. Sam and Alice, who witnessed the incident, are taken aback by Lee's formidable fighting abilities. They subsequently discover that Lee was formerly a member of the Indonesian Special Forces, shedding light on his exceptional combat prowess. Silva and his team, along with additional operatives, embark on a mission to safely escort Lee to an airstrip located 22 miles away. Bishop closely monitors their progress. During the journey, Lee reveals his motivation for opposing the Indonesian government, attributing the deaths of his family to their actions. Along the way, Axel's men on motorcycles begin tailing the team, ultimately attaching grenades to Silva's van, which results in a devastating explosion. Several operatives lose their lives in the attack, and Sam sustains severe injuries. Silva and his remaining team members retaliate, engaging in a fierce firefight with Axel's men, who persist in their attempts to bomb them. While Alice stays by Lee's side to safeguard him, he also contributes by eliminating some of the assailants. Eventually, after neutralizing a significant number of the attackers, Silva entrusts Sam with 2 grenades, urging her to sacrifice herself to eliminate Axel's remaining men. Under Bishop's guidance, Silva, Alice, Douglas, and Lee seek refuge in a restaurant where they have an informant working on their behalf, ensuring a temporary safe haven. While inside, Silva notices Axel's presence outside and disregards Bishop's instructions to remain in the restaurant. Approaching Axel, Silva confronts him, insisting that he and his team stop following them. Despite the warning, Axel remains adamant about demanding Lee's surrender. Returning to the restaurant, Silva encounters 2 girls whom he brushes past. Unbeknownst to him, they leave behind a grenade as part of another attack. However, Silva acts swiftly to protect a young girl who is standing near the explosive device. Unfortunately, Douglas sustains injuries in the incident. The 2 girls return, launching an assault in an attempt to seize Lee. Silva and Douglas successfully eliminate both assailants just before more of Axel's men converge on their location, prompting them to flee in order to evade capture. Against Bishop's directive to proceed directly to the airstrip, Silva deviates from the plan and leads Lee to a safe house. Alice assumes responsibility for safeguarding Lee's well-being within the safe house, while Silva and Douglas engage in a fierce firefight to fend off Axel and his henchmen. During the intense exchange of gunfire, Silva re-enters the safe house to locate Alice and Lee, while Douglas valiantly continues to hold off the attackers. Unfortunately, Douglas sustains severe injuries, and Axel ruthlessly executes him with a fatal gunshot to the head. Guided by Bishop, Silva embarks on a search for Alice and Lee within the safe house. Inside, Alice finds herself in a perilous encounter with another one of Axel's henchmen, teetering on the brink of death. However, Lee takes decisive action, shooting the henchman in the head, ultimately saving Alice's life. Silva, Alice, and Lee eventually reach the airstrip, but Axel manages to track them down once again. Silva swiftly devises a plan and instructs Bishop to deploy a drone to eliminate Axel once and for all. With Axel neutralized, they proceed towards the waiting plane. Alice boards the aircraft alongside Lee, who finally discloses the code to unlock the disc. Just before they depart, Lee cryptically tells Silva, "Say hi to Mother for me," leaving Silva with unanswered questions as the plane takes off. Back at Bishop's location, he notices a sudden increase in Lee's heart rate. Simultaneously, the disc starts uploading a surprising image of Anatole. Meanwhile, Vera and her men prepare to witness a significant event about to unfold. The pieces start to fall into place, revealing that Lee was a triple agent working for the Russian government, and that Anatole was Vera's son. Vera's men locate the Overwatch team and mercilessly open fire, resulting in the tragic demise of the entire team, except for Bishop, who narrowly manages to escape. Lee, revealing his true allegiance, cunningly informs Alice with a taunting gotcha, making her realize the devastating truth too late. After completing his debriefing, Silva contemplates the events that unfolded, consumed by a desire for vengeance against Lee. He places a picture of Lee on his wall, symbolizing his determination to pursue retribution and seek justice for the betrayal. With a focused and resolute mindset, Silva begins to strategize his plan to confront Lee and exact his long-awaited revenge. The end. Thanks for tuning in to this movie recap. I hope you found it enjoyable and insightful, and that it helped you gain a better understanding of the story. If you found this video useful, please hit the like button and share your thoughts in the comments below. And remember to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on our latest movie recaps and other exciting content. Your support is crucial in helping us keep creating high-quality videos like this one. Once again, thank you for watching, and we can't wait to see you at our next one.